Hi students, welcome to plus one computer class. So we are dealing with the chapter data representation and Boolean algebra. So some of these portions we already completed. In the previous video we already seen how we are performing subtraction. Okay, instead of subtraction we can perform addition using 1's complement and also 2's complement addition instead of subtraction. Okay, that two method we already completed in the previous video. So hope you understood how we are adding 1's complement and also 2's complement. So in this video we are going to discuss how we are representing fractional numbers in computer memory. Okay, floating point representation in computer memory. The method was exponent and Mandisa representation. Okay, so we start? Yes. In this chapter, I already mentioned the chapter name was data representation. In data representation, we are representing data. So the first category is how we are representing numbers. There are two types of numbers we are using, real number and also fractional numbers. In fractional numbers, real part and fractional part will be there. So you want to represent these two parts separately. But if the number is a normal number, then we can use 1's complement, 2's complement or sign and magnitude representation for representing real numbers. But if the number is fractional number or it contains a fractional part, then we want to use a separate method. Okay, so that we are going to discuss first. For floating point representation, we are using Mandisa and exponent format. Mandisa and exponent. Mandisa and exponent. So how we are representing a number using Mandisa and exponent? For example, if 25.45. Okay, this is a fractional number. Real part and fractional part is there. Suppose you want to represent 25.45 in memory. Then what you want to do? First thing is you want to convert this fractional number into exponent and Mandisa format. So in this only two sections is the real part and fractional part. So that we are converting it into exponent and Mandisa format. So how we are converting that I am going to write. That means I am going to remove all the sections from the real part. All I am going to convert it as Mandisa format. So we can write like this. 0.2545 into 10 raised to 2. 0.2545 into 10 raised to 2. Both these numbers are equal. This is the fractional representation and this is the exponent and Mandisa representation. Here 0.2545 is known as Mandisa. Okay, 0.2545 is known as Mandisa part and 10 raised to 2 is also known as exponent. Okay, suppose you are getting a fractional number, first convert that number into exponent and Mandisa format. How we are converting it into exponent and Mandisa? By removing all the numbers from real part. So we can write like this along with exponent. 0.2545 into 10 raised to 2 is equal to 25.45. Okay, first convert it into exponent and Mandisa format. So now you got the number. Then one more number we can write minus 0.0035. Here a sign also present. Minus 0.0035. How we will represent this in exponent and Mandisa format? Minus 0.35 into 10 raised to minus 2. 0.35 into 10 raised to minus 2. Hope you understood because you already completed mathematical terms in smaller classes, so you know this. So how we are converting a fractional number into exponent and Mandisa format. So first convert it into exponent and Mandisa format. Then I already mentioned about word length. In computer we are using word length for representing numbers. In 1's complement and 2's complement we are using 8-bit equivalent. 8-bit equivalent. 8, 16, 32 like that. But in exponent and Mandisa format, we are using 32-bit representation. Okay, 32-bit representation. So in that 32-bit, I can draw the diagram for representing Mandisa and exponent. Okay, we can draw a row like this, or different blocks we can write. So first you want to divide in exponent and Mandisa format. 24-bit is required for Mandisa and 8-bit is required for exponent. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Okay, 24-bit is for Mandisa. Okay, 24-bit for Mandisa, and remaining 32-bit we are using for representing fractional number. In that 32-bit, 24-bit is for Mandisa and the remaining 8-bit for exponent. So we can write like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so up to this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So from this 8-bit for exponent. Okay, 8-bit for exponent and the 24-bit. Okay, 24-bit for Mandisa. Okay, representation is not required, but the structure you want to draw. Okay, when you are getting a question, represent this number in sign, exponent and Mandisa format. First convert that number into exponent and Mandisa, and then you want to draw the diagram like this. And okay, you don't want to write 24 small columns. We can write 24-bit for exponent, Mandisa, and 8-bit for exponent like that. Then in this 24-bit, the leftmost bit. Okay, in this 24, this leftmost bit is known as sign bit. Okay, leftmost bit is known as sign bit. In the sign bit, we can represent positive or negative. Okay, so 24-bit is used for representing Mandisa. In this 24-bit, the leftmost bit is known as sign bit. Okay, so in this leftmost bit, you want to specify the sign for Mandisa. Okay, then 8-bit is for the exponent. In this 8-bit also, the first bit is used as sign bit. Okay, sign bit. Here 10 raised to minus 2. So that minus you want to represent here. Okay, like that. So this is a representation of exponent and Mandisa, or Mandisa and exponent format. So word length is 32. So exponent, here the exponent is 2545. 2545 you want to convert it into binary. Then binary number you want to write here, and exponent's binary number also you want to write. Okay, that you don't want to do because binary conversion is not present in your textbook. You just study how we are converting a fractional number into Mandisa and exponent format. Okay, total number of bits, word length is 32-bit word length. In that 32-bit, 24-bit is for Mandisa and 8-bit for exponent. And from this 24-bit, the leftmost bit is treated as sign bit. In exponent also, the leftmost bit is treated as sign bit. Okay, so this is how we are representing fractional number in computer memory. Okay, hope you understood. Again, we will revise how we are converting. Okay, so the portion is how representation of fractional number in computer memory and exponent and Mandisa format. Okay, exponent and Mandisa, and one more is the sign bit. Okay. Then, how we are converting a number, fractional number, into exponent and Mandisa? 25.45, that we are converting it into 0.25 into 10 raised to 2. That 0.2545 is known as Mandisa, and 10 raised to 2. 2 is known as exponent. Then suppose you want to represent it into computer memory, then 32-bit word length we are using. 32-bit word length. In 32-bit word length, 24-bit is required for Mandisa and 8-bit for the exponent. In 24-bit, the leftmost bit is known as sign bit, and in exponent 8-bit, the leftmost bit is known as sign bit. Okay, I think the concept is clear. Then you want to write one question in your notebook. You want to convert a fractional number 35.45 into Mandisa and exponent format. Okay, so you don't want to do any of the conversion. How we want to write? First convert that number into Mandisa and exponent like this. Okay, and then you want to write in words. Okay, in exponent and Mandisa format, 24-bit is for Mandisa and 8-bit for the exponent. And from the 24-bit, the leftmost bit is also known as sign bit, 8-bit. Leftmost bit, 1 bit is reserved for sign, and then you want to draw this diagram in your notebook. Okay, I already mentioned this 24 small columns that you don't want to draw. A single column you want to draw and write 24-bit for Mandisa, and left side 1 bit you want to mark because it is for the sign bit, and exponent 8-bit, leftmost bit is also known as sign bit. Okay, so hope you understood how we are representing numbers. So by this, the representation of numbers is over. Real number and also fractional number. We already studied how we are representing real number and also fractional number. So in the next video, we will discuss the other type of data representation. Okay, so please complete your note regularly, watch the video properly, and then try to write your notes in your notebook. After watching every video, compulsory you want to complete your notes. Okay, then the remaining section we will discuss in the next video. Okay, then thank you.